Hello, hello everybody. Blake, thanks for the 47 months. Charles, thanks for the 1 month, I guess. It's been more than 1 month, hasn't it? Hey, Tech. Charles, thanks for redeeming Put on the Hat. The plan, as it stands right now, is I'm going to play Spyro 2. But I might switch to board games when Ninja Weasel goes live. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I kind of want to try to do that co-streaming thing again that we did on Sunday with, it's been more, well, see, wait a second. Now I'm confused. So, the bot said you subscribe for 1 month. And then it said you've subscribed for 41 months and are on a 32-month streak. I'm very confused by what just happened there. Hold on, if I go... Was the first thing fake? How did the bot say it before... you? I don't know. I'm confused at best. But thank you guys for the hype train. How's your Tuesday been, everybody? Mine's been a little on the long side. I have no real complaints. But I'm getting hyped for the Switch too. I keep hearing rumors that it's going to be released now early June or a week away. You just resubbed. Yeah, but I don't know. One of the alerts came later than the other. It was very weird. I can't explain it either. It's strange. What's everybody doing this evening? You playing board games with Ninja Weasel? You playing Spyro in your spare time? I don't. Maybe taking a nap and using me as a sleep aid. Why am I playing on that screen? I did something today, and I'm a little shocked. I am normally somebody that gets way too much food, and I eat all of it, because I refuse to not eat all of it when I go to get food. So, like, I go to Chick-fil-A, and I get a large fry, and a large soda, and 4-piece chicken, and if I think I'm hungry, I'll also get a spicy chicken sandwich. And today, I tried something different. I tried not ordering massive quantities of food. And I instead got regular size things. Just to see how full I would feel afterwards. And you know what? I feel just as full as I do when I eat the large stuff. I don't know why I've been doing this to myself all these years. All those extra calories. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but what else should we talk about today? Minecraft dropped today. I thought about playing that tonight. Everything I'm reading in the Discords make it sound like the update is pretty basic in terms of coding changes. So I'm hoping that means that by, say, Thursday we can upgrade MCOT. There's a lot of cutscenes in this one. We'll have to
Hey, Dragon, I hear you're pretty.
I probably should have read that. Ow. Ow. Hit it again and again. I'm gonna die right away. Seriously, what is hurting me? Gotta be that guy. do. Really, a checkpoint already? Let's see, what else? Oh wait, I can... That's probably what they wanted to tell me, that I can eat these things. Do. Boom. I feel like there's a point to all these things, but I don't know what it is. Oh, now I do. But I have really bad aim, so... Let's see, what else happened today? Woke up early, took my daughter to school early because she had student council. Had a meeting. The meeting was kind of boring. Imaged a whole bunch of computers to get them ready for state testing, which starts tomorrow. Not excited about that at all. Man. Got one of them. Cool. Let's see. Charles, what are you up to this evening? I had that weird urge to play Animal Crossing again today.
I'm so sad. Those pesky lava toads have stolen all my friends' bones.
Joy-Con
You help me
repairs.
put them back together again.
Are you just cleaning them, or are you, like, replacing the joysticks?
Excellent. You made it through the Badlands. I knew I'd...
It's a golden bone. Sneak peek at the snapshot? You mean, not the snapshot, you mean the release? Because it dropped today. It is out. I did see it come out today. I mean, I certainly could just play regular Minecraft, but that kind of defeats the purpose. At least for me. Like, I'll wait till MCOT gets the upgrade. Which I said a little bit ago, I'm pretty certain, just based on the Discords that I'm in, that we'll have a server update hopefully by Thursday, I would guess. And if tomorrow goes well, which I think it will, I should have some downtime at work on Thursday, so I could probably spend some time, you know, upgrading the server, doing what needs to be done. But I'm going to ask the question this way. What in this update, this specific update, not the next one, because the next one is huge. What in this specific update do you think I should log in to play? Because I feel like, you know, different colored chickens doesn't really do a whole lot for me.
Is being overrun by lava lizards. Can you get rid of them before they eat my little buddies? I'll lower.
Oh, they go out of order. That makes me mad. I went in creative, checked out the new spawn egg designs on the temperate animals. There's different colored chickens. Does that mean we need different color emotes? I mean, we could certainly do that. I'm all for it. It's been a while since we've had new emotes around here.
Well done, grasshopper. Take this shiny.
Do 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 do. In fact, maybe we should just have nothing but chicken emotes,
Lizard eggs are dropping down.
and maybe the help otters.
Ready for another challenge?
Oh. Ah, poor villager. That's cool though, Plant Mama. I'm also
Please help.
hoping to play board games tonight with Ninja. We'll see what happens. Me and him haven't really spoken about it. I just kind of suggested it. No, there's one more.
Thank you for.
Hey, two shiny things. Do. I am almost ready, and I'm glad that summer is, you know, coming. I'm almost ready to do a playthrough of Minecraft again, though. Can I shoot up? But if we do get to play video games, board games with Ninja Weasel Plays tonight, what board games do we want to play? You're gonna wait for a few more updates to Minecraft before I jump in again? I feel like I could play it again right now, but I want it to be extra fresh. The problem I have, and I'm with you a little bit on that, Tech, like, it still feels, at least for me, a little bit too soon. The problem I have, though, is there's nothing else I want to play. I mean, there are things I want to play, like Spyro here. Like, I really like games where I can play with other people. Press Y and enter aim mode to spit those? Oh, let's go test that real quick. So Y causes me to charge. A causes me to spit it out. Ooh, X. You are correct. There is an aim mode. For future reference. That will save me some time. Like, the only other game, and this is also in my mind, a bad choice in more ways than one. The only other game that I have any real interest in playing with other people would be World of Warcraft. And I don't know that I could get enough people for me to want to play World of Warcraft. I mean, Silverdown might be willing to do it with me. Rich and Cheesy maybe would do it. But that'd probably be it for World of Warcraft. And I'd be worried that if I went back to World of Warcraft at all, like, I'd never come out of it. But I think I like the summer of Minecraft. I think we're gonna spin up a world. I think I'll try to get the kids to play with me again this summer. It's been a while since we've done that. But retail or classic? I would do retail. The thing that's actually gonna pull me back into WoW, if anything pulls me back in, is gonna be player housing. And that doesn't come out till December from what I've seen. I mean, going back to Classic, I mean, I think they just got to Burning... Not Burning Crusade. They just got to Cataclysm, I think. I would have liked to have played it during the Wrath era, because in my mind, Wrath was where WoW was best. And I probably should have. What's player housing? So, player housing is the concept that players can have their own house in the world. So does this allow me to walk on lava? It does. Just see what else is in here. Anything? Panda's coming soon for Classic. That wouldn't surprise me. They've been moving pretty fast through the updates. But, so, player... Yes, it's like Animal Crossing. But let me just give you a really brief history of player housing, specifically in MMOs, and explain why it's somewhat a big deal that WoW is getting there 25 years later. Um, if you go all the way back to 1996, 1997, when Ultima Online hit the scene, the first year of Ultima Online, and Ultima was kind of like one of the first MMOs to really hit the market at the time. Um, they had like a full-fledged economy, and they completely misjudged a number of things in the first year of the game about just how crazy some players would go. So for example, it used to be like, if I remember correctly, they'd cut down trees and the trees would stay cut down, and all of a sudden they'd deforest the whole place and there were no logs anymore, so the economy would suddenly have a problem, and this was all a thing. But one of the things they had really, really early, like one of the first things WoW had, was player housing. And they had everything from tents, which were semi-temporary player housing, to houses, to towers, to castles, like this full range of things. And uh, initially, the tents became a problem. There were just tents everywhere. And eventually, it didn't take them long. It was probably about a year. They removed tents from being something that you could buy in game. Like they were gone because they were creating a blight on the world. Along with that, they changed how the world itself worked. Um, but they kept the rest of the player housing, and there's a number of things that, you know, sounds like a good idea to give a player, like players, the ability to get a house, but you've got things like when how much space do you have for housing, right? Like if you don't have enough houses, or if you don't have enough land so that every player can have a house, what are you going to do about it, right? And in the case of Ultima Online, it just caused the housing prices to go up, right? Because the land was already taken and there was no way to place a new house. Um, and in fact, part of the problem there is, at least on the server I was on, if I remember correctly, there were two castles on our world because castles were huge, and there were only so many. I think if I remember correctly, it was only possible to ever place, like, I want to say 16 castles or something, and because everything else is smaller than a castle, uh, if somebody places in one of those 16 areas, you wouldn't get another castle, right? So our world only had two, I think, when I logged off. And then the other thing that they did in the game in Ultima that becomes a problem is if you give players houses and then the player unsubscribes, what happens to those houses? And initially, Ultima had again a problem that there were a whole bunch of abandoned houses that nobody could do anything with. They eventually put in essentially, I think it was like a 2 week or a 4 week refresh timer, which if you didn't visit your house within 2 or 4 weeks, I can't remember which one it was, your house would decay and it would go away and you couldn't get it back, and you would lose everything that was in the house. It would all drop to the ground. And people, like, there were literally people who would go around looking for houses that were going to decay, and they would stand outside them and wait and try to loot it. And it was a thing. And so it Ultima got to a place where it was functional, but every now and then you'd hear horror stories about somebody going on vacation and they thought they refreshed their house, and they did refresh their house, but a server rollback um, caused the refresh not to count. And so then they got back from vacation and they had lost everything because they failed to refresh their house after the server rollback or whatever. So they tried those things, like they did a lot of these things, and it became a thing. And when World of Warcraft came out and didn't have player housing, it was kind of a big deal. Like everybody was like, how do we make custom home? Like what's the point in gathering stuff if we can't show it off, right? Like all of this fun stuff. And WoW has slowly been moving towards instances. Well, not slowly. They've been on instances now for quite some time, and they've had since all of WoW came out, they've added instanced player housing, kind of. Like you didn't have full control over it, but like it was unique to you and you could customize some things about it, and you know, that kind of thing. And you could think of it being like an Animal Crossing house to some degree. And you could invite your friends in and stuff like that, and they could walk around. They couldn't really interact with it. And again, the level of customization was kind of on the low side. Um, and there was no way for the general public to see your house. Like they couldn't walk by and shop from you or something like that. And my understanding from what I've read, and this is why it intrigues me and why I'm tempted to go back to it, is it sounds like Blizzard has found or has put together something that feels like it might be in the happy medium type realm, where you'll have these towns of like 50 houses and anybody can get a house and all this stuff, and it'll be part of the world, but it'll also not be part of the world. So you will get random people that will see your stuff, and then maybe the next time they walk through, they'll see something different, kind of thing. That's kind of how I read it. Again, don't quote me on any of this, but basically, they found a balance between the size of a region, so you could be around people you want to be around, and giving every player housing and a way for the public to still experience the cool houses that get made or built or decorated or whatever. And if all that turns out to be true, there's going to be a million new things to do. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit like the Street Pass stuff. If all of that is true and all of that works out the way that they've described it and it works well, then suddenly there's going to be a million more things to do in WoW, because now everybody's going to have to build their house, and there's going to be a million things to collect to decorate your house. And again, a million might be exaggerating, but the point is, it's going to be some, at least from my perspective, it's going to be a pretty significant upgrade to the game. Probably the biggest change that has come to the game in quite some time. Now, they've added a whole bunch of stuff since I've last played, too. So there's a whole bunch of content that I have not seen. Because it's been... Well, the last time I played on stream... Interesting. The last time I played on stream was with Silverdown. And we played, like, once. And I think that was, like, December of 2020. If I had to guess. Oh, no! Get out of the lava! There, that's better. Oh wait, I burned my... I wish Nintendo would bring back Street Pass for Switch 2. That'd be a cool idea. On the other hand, I don't know a lot of people that just walk around with their Switch. I'm sure there are some, but I don't know many. I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah. Figure out how I want to get up there. Ugh. I feel about jumping down there, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Shouldn't have, shouldn't have, shouldn't have! Should probably leave this level. Like a game of hide and seek with the cans. Sandra, how's your day been? Do. Also, has Ninja gone live yet? If he has, he may have missed my message. Trying to enjoy the one day I got off today. You got today off? That's a blessing. Was it a holiday, or you took a day off, or some other cool thing? I'm just guessing. If I get the spit thing and bring it up to there, so I have it up here. Guess that's what we'll do. Oh, hi, Ninja. Did you see my Discord? I just was wondering if you wanted to co-stream board games tonight using that feature that I was talking about. That was my question. I'll stop playing this and then we. Oh, you're a bit. Yeah, no, I understand. Life is busy and it's very spur of the moment. That guy can floss. If you want to try, I sent you an invite link. That would be step 1. Once you do that, then you can add a layer on your stream, and that part will all make sense. You don't have to be live to start the process, if that's what you want to do. Bum 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 bum. Took a day off for a doctor appointment. Nice. Well, hopefully the doctor appointment went well. I skipped my last doctor appointment and I haven't been back since. I should do that.
Legend has it that there is a portal to Zephyr here. And legend also has it that I know how to activate it. Thanks for the gems, Spyro. With all this cash, I can open a lizard burger shop in Skelos Badlands.
He's scamming me. I'm gonna go into this one. Do. You don't do doctors anymore after your last visit. It is a choice. I'm not anti-doctor. I have a line that I have to cross before I want to go to said doctor, or to any doctor. Hey, Ninja has found part of the setup. I'm wondering if I do. Hold on a sec. I gotta hit studio mode, and we'll go to this one.
I don't know that I'm doing it right.
Oh, you're doing it right. Can you hear me? Not. Hold on. Let me try changing audio.
This is getting dangerous, Duchess.
Okay, hold on. If you can hear me, Ninja, join me in my Discord. Game stream.
Oh no, I cannot hear you anymore. I had you on my stream, and then I closed your tab. So now I need to figure out how this works.
Can you hear me here? I'm gonna guess you can't. I had this problem yesterday, or with. Oh wait, maybe I can do this. Hold on. Communications. Default. Audio output settings. Can you hear me here? I'm gonna bet you can't.
So
okay.
It looks like.
Oh yeah, see now it's not letting me change
in the Twitch thing, I don't see you lighting up.
That's because I'm not.
Is your mic routed to the right place?
It's not, but I can't make it route to the right place. Oh, I hate this problem. Hold on, let's try this again. I wish it's still not doing it. Okay, hold on. How do I message him? That's the real question. Twitch. Ninja Weasel Plays. Wait, did we activate shared chat?
Maybe we should bring back JJB210's stream until we get this audio sorted out.
I like how I can hear him.
I've turned your stream back on so I can hear you.
That works too. Or come to Discord.
Discord's probably going to be easier.
Yes.
BRB.
I'm in game stream. Da-da-da. Oh, that sounds not fun at all. Hey, Dark Reaper. Hey, Emerald. He doesn't like Discord. I wonder whose fault that is. Can you hear me on the Discords? I feel like Ninja could probably hear me on the Discords now.
Number one victory.
Bear with us, everybody. Doing this for the second time is still a little involved. Discord's upset with you now? No! If you really wanted, if you can hear me on Discord, you could unmute yourself back on the Twitch side of things, and we could do it that way. It is real time enough that we could get away with that.
Discord decided to have a different microphone set for some reason than what it was set last night.
Fair enough. That happens. So, hi. um,
Hello.
yeah. So here's what I will tell you. So normally, if and this is a problem with me at this point, I'm not sure what it is. I can't change my microphone device in the Twitch browser thing. Um, I had that problem with Wild West Dan too. So we just use Discord audio instead. And the cool part is this thing's real time enough that you can't tell the difference between the audio being synced with the video and the audio being synced with uh, uh, Discord. Like it is beautiful. So, but I will add this: you're not transmitting video yet. If you haven't figured that out.
I have not figured that out.
So, what I would have you do is in OBS, assuming you still use OBS.
For now, yes.
Yep. There's a button next to virtual camera that looks like a gear.
Next to as a source.
Nope, nope. So you should have a stop streaming, start streaming button, a start recording button, and then a
Oh,
virtual camera
yes.
button. Right next to the virtual camera button should be a gear.
Yes.
Hit that button.
Yep.
Set that to your webcam or your webcam scene, whatever's easier. We're going to play some board games, Rainbow. Catching you up there. And here, I'm going to do this too so I can see chat. There we go. Shared chat engaged.
Oh my.
Yeah, we're doing BGA.
So many things.
Yep, we're doing it all over again. In fact, I'm going to turn this on too. There. That way we know when it goes. Okay, so once you have that set to the webcam, hit the start virtual camera button. Then go back to the Twitch pop-up window, and in the bottom left, you have a button for sharing your camera. Set it to OBS and turn it on.
It's still complaining that camera is in use elsewhere.
Then it's not set to OBS. So hit the little drop down.
Yep, and the radio button is selected for OBS virtual camera.
See, this is the part of the interface that causes trouble. Try picking one of the other ones and just see what happens. Because I ended up picking up like the third one and it activated OBS and then it worked. And it was stupid. Like that's the only thing about this whole thing that I've had a bad experience with is trying to get the device to register. And here, I'm going to hide your browser until such a time as it works. But yeah, it's something about the Flash interface is a little bit buggy, or I don't know, HTML5 interface. I don't know what it actually is.
So the drop down before on the main interface allows me to select OBS virtual camera.
Mhm.
However, when I click the large round icon to turn on the camera, then it says camera is in use elsewhere. And I have a drop down with my cameras. When I select OBS virtual camera from that drop down, it goes back to the default of choose a webcam.
What happens
So
if
it
you
is
go
not
into
letting me
the
select OBS camera?
What happens if you go into the camera settings menu?
I'm in that menu
Oh.
right now.
Yeah, so here's what I did. Not in the camera settings menu.
Mm-hmm.
So that menu's closed. I hit the little down arrow.
Yep.
And then I'd randomly pick bullets, and then I'd start my
Yep.
camera.
Yep, that's exactly what I was doing just a moment ago, and that is
And
not
none of them will go.
allowing me. Nope, I get a pop-up modal that says camera is in use elsewhere, and it's it's a cycle.
And that when it says that, does it go back to the first bullet
W-
automatically?
So in the small drop down, it goes back to no radio button being selected.
Interesting. Since you're not hosting the call, what happens if you close out of it and come back in?
I have no idea. Let's try.
It's funny how when I did this with Wiles at West End, we had something similar happen where he could get my video, but not my audio, and I could get his video, but not, or no, I could get his audio, but not his video. Similar, very similar to what's going on right now. There's something about the interface. What's include my camera do? Send audio through browser source? Interesting. Don't send that. Oh, don't include. I don't want to include my camera.
Yeah, it's
Man,
still complaining that my camera is in use somewhere else.
what would grab your OBS camera though?
OBS?
I don't even know how that's. Does OBS let you grab? Hmm. Well, we could just play board games and leave that whole portion out of it. We still get the shared chat as long as we keep this window open, which is 9/10 of the battle.
That's true.
Minecraft is getting a graphics update, Dark Reaper. That's a few months away, but it is happening. I feel like I'm going to try something. I said turn off camera to you. Did that do anything on your end? I'm going to guess no.
Just that my camera is disabled by host.
Interesting. And are you able to change it now? Well, you were always able to change it. It just would change back the moment you activated it.
Correct. And the entire icon is disabled.
Okay. I'll do that again just to see. Oh, I saw something for a half second. And then maybe that was just a technical glitch, but it went gray for just a moment. Like it was the OBS. I kind of want to do it again. Like, can I magically force your camera on?
Sure. Go ahead and try.
No, I mean, that would be a really weird bug. Oh, what is it? Here, I'm going to put it up here. So I want to see if it does it on stream too. Turn off camera, turn on camera. Yeah, it blinks, but that's as far as it gets. I don't know.
That
Weird.
blink is when I click start camera from the enabling of the camera on your end.
Ah, technology. Well, feel free to embed me in your stream, no, if you want. Oh, I didn't explain how to do that either. There should be a little button to get a URL for my camera stream, like in the bottom right of my face.
Yep, I'm already adding the browser source.
Yep, you're ahead of me then. So, okay, what are we playing? Since we're playing board games, I think.
I told chat that you were driving, so
I'm driving? I was driving the technical. You're okay. Chat, what do you want to play?
You have hijacked my stream, so this is the way the world works.
Hijacked your stream. I hate to break it to you. I was streaming first. No. So I'm pretty sure I was playing Spyro. It was going smoothly. No. JJ is really quiet. No, I'm not. I'm very loud. Kind of. How's it sound on my stream, you guys? Not that you should switch to mine. It doesn't make any difference which one of you watch. It inflates both of our numbers. That's half the fun of doing this.
I've got one more setting I can tweak, Admiral Ender, but otherwise I have everything maxed out. There's nothing I can do about it.
Do you need me to turn me up? I don't know if I can do that. I can try. Hold on. Let me see what audio. Maybe I've got the wrong mic on. Do I sound like my normal self?
Yes.
And you can hear me okay?
Yep.
Oh, well, then I'm not going to change anything.
No.
Don't you? Are you sure? Because we were finding out that like chat commands affected both streams, which was hilarious. But okay, games. Games are where we're trying to play, and I'm distracted by technology here. Game, switch, desktop. That button. I mean, do we have enough for Bunny Kingdom? Let's start with something fun, like Bunny Kingdom.
Well, we have 2, so that is the minimum threshold.
This is true. I'm inviting Ninja Weasel Plays. No, I'm not. We have more than... Wait, we have Rainbow. We have 8. If we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I can't count. 6, 7. We have 7. Should we do challengers? I'm just trying to think a game we can play that's... Or should we just do solo because you all know how to play solo? And you're probably all like, just play solo, JJ. Everybody... Wait, no, but Duchess is here. Duchess hates solo, so that doesn't work.
Duchess needs to go get free lunch.
Oh, so Duchess isn't playing?
Well, that's up to Duchess, but Duchess was thinking about getting free lunch. And I always support free food.
Me too. Free food's good. Plant Mama's here too. Did we lose shared chat? Did you close this? Did I close? Why did we lose? Oh, I bet when you lost, we did lose shared chat. Hold on. Turning it back on. That was, I think, a side effect of when you left to try to restart the camera.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Shared chat is back. Hopefully that makes everything start working again. Although this does beg a question.
What question is that?
So when I did this, maybe you're seeing it, but I'm not seeing it. When I did this on Saturday, my viewer box became, not that numbers matter at all, but it would say viewers, and then it would say total, like, viewing on your stream and viewing not on your stream, which was kind of fun. If you want to play solo first, go for it. Okay, we're playing solo first. Games. Solo. And I'm just going to start inviting. Won't invite Duchess, though. Will invite Ducklet against my better judgment. There's Admiral. There's Smiley. There's Plant Mama. There's Ninja Weasel. There's Rainbow. Anybody else want in? We've got like 3 more spots. I didn't say anything, Ducklet.
Maybe Ducklet wants an invite.
I gave Ducklet an invite. Charles got in without an invite. Just saying.
Yeah, I've always been curious how Charles is able to do that. I've tried to figure it out on my own and haven't been able to invite myself into tables.
I think you have to be friends.
Yeah, I tried to hijack one of your games and it didn't work.
Interesting. Where's Cassandra? Scooby Rogers. We're up to 9. We got 1 more spot. 1 more. And Duchess doesn't want it. Just saying.
Now the question is, can I shoutcast a 10-person game?
You're more than welcome to. I'll just drink water and eat Dot's pretzels. Yummy, yummy. How was my day, Rainbow? It was good. JJ is in your way. Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. That's by design, Squirrel Road. I'm going to continue fiddling around with my camera until it works. I refuse to admit defeat.
Oh, see, now I've got the shared viewers box. See, that's so cool. It is awesome. I like everything about this feature. Okay. Did I miss anybody? Squirrel, you in? Somebody? Anybody? Nobody? Look at that. Shared viewers. Wow, look at that number. Okay. Numbers mean nothing.
17 is a great number. Even though their math is wrong. It's 9 plus 9 does not equal 17.
Well, one of the viewers must be watching 1. Or, I don't know. Maybe they don't double count. I really don't know. Okay. I'm going to hit the start button now with 9 people. Good luck, everybody. Have fun. Don't die. I think that's...
Wait, this game involves death?
Maybe.
I did not sign up for that.
This game really does deserve Dot's Pretzels. Hold on. I will get into my 10-pack of Dot's Pretzels. Okay, let the round begin. Take it away, Ninja Weasel Plays, so I can eat Dot's Pretzels.
Well, still waiting for everybody to be ready.
Oh, well then, let me tell you...
is our last one.
Let me tell you about Dot's Pretzels. Dot's Pretzels, they're the pride of Dakota. They're North Dakota originals, and they are tasty and delicious. I'm not sponsored by them.
While JJW210 is licking their fingers. They were the first one up, but somebody else played out of order. Charles coming in with a red 1. Play over to Kappa. Rainbow coming in with a red. Number of 2s coming out. Back over to JJB210. Admiral Ender getting to play their first card. But Ducklet changing color over to green. Ninja Weasel able to follow suit. Admiral Ender out of order with another green 6. Ducklet keeping it green. Ninja Weasel changing color over to blue. Platinum going, no, we need yellow. Smiley able to oblige. Admiral Ender once again playing out of order. I
got
don't know
skipped.
that Admiral Ender necessarily knows how to take their turn in order.
I got skipped again.
Well,
you people.
I don't think anybody at this table knows how to take their turn in order. Got a lot of plays just happening.
I'm going to try something.
Weasel the first one to draw a card.
Pokey catch, Pokeball. I'm very curious if this will work. It didn't throw an error.
Well, Pokemon trainers, in either chat, there is a Victory Bell in chat. This is a B tier grass poison Pokemon. Sunballs and Cypher Balls both particularly effective against this Pokemon. Though those Pokeballs catch that Pokemon. If you've got no idea what the Pokemon community game is, use the command PokeStart to get started catching your very own Pokemon.
Got 2 people on solo already?
And Admiral Ender just drew 16 cards.
I mean, we have 1 person on solo? That's what you get for skipping me, Admiral Ender. I had nothing to do with it, but... What? And then he... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Plant Mama. Not as thank you, Charles. You gave it to Smiley. And then I didn't play fast enough.
And nobody caught that Victory Bell. Boo. Pokemon community game is rigged.
Oh, we got lucky. I skipped right over Smiley.
Now, is there a swap hand? No. Plant Mom is not trying to steal that solo card.
There are a lot of draw 2s showing up all of a sudden. So how was your day, Ninja? I told how mine was. I think it's your turn now. Unless you're going to go back to shoutcasting.
I was going back to trying to figure out the...
Oh, the cameras?
OBS problem. Yeah. Let's see here. We've got a handful of red 8s, and our solo player gets skipped once again.
As it should
Rogers
be.
With a large mitt of 12 cards. Sends play back over to Plant Mama. Plant Mama forced to draw. Sends play over to Smiley. Smiley forced to draw as well. JW210 always has reds ready to go. Play over to Admiral Ender.
Now, let me tell you about the professionalism of Admiral Ender. No, just sorry. I was trying to interject like another, correspondent would to give you like a moment to breathe, but I'm not very, very good about it.
I'm sure your color commentary can come into play at some point.
The term color commentary sounds like it might be racist.
It does, but that's how the pairings work. It's a shoutcaster and a color commentator.
Is it because they color with crayons inside the lines?
Depends on if they're a Marine or not, and maybe eating the crayons.
I think it's actually named after John Madden, who, as a color commentator himself, was known for drawing lines, all sorts of squiggles, on this screen thingy. And that's why it's called color commentary, because of those colored lines. I may have made that up, but I'm going with it.
I like made-up facts.
Yeah, I'm all about them. Let's go that way. Actually, I should have given it to Admiral Ender because, yeah, that's why right there.
Two people now on solo, Smiley and Admiral Ender. Can Admiral Ender end the round?
I'm surrounded by soloists. Not anymore. Oh, no.
Admiral Ender is unable to end.
Oh, I've never seen such a poor play. Sorry. didn't.
Admiral Ender forgot to call solo when they drew or when they played.
I guarantee you, Ninja, you'll see a lot of that happening tonight due to this fast gameplay.
More than likely. Scuba Rogers doubling up on Ninja Weasel's draw 2, sending 4 over to Plant Mama. Plant Mama having enough of that business and rotating the table.
Really, Smiley?
Smiley swapping hands with JW210.
I feel like you gave me a gift and then took it away. It's exactly what it felt like.
Ducklet, no! Ducklet, how could you?
Ooh, shake and bake. With some mint ice cream.
Ew, mint.
Is it mint or mint chocolate chip? Because
It doesn't matter.
I know very few people who eat just straight mint ice cream. It's always mint chocolate chip.
I mean, you add the mint and you've ruined the flavor.
I feel like some people call it spumoni or something like that, but maybe that's a different flavor.
Oh, that is something completely different. That is an Italian thing. Now, if you Ducklet's right. If you want green ice cream, pistachio is where it's at. All right, at the end of round 1, Plant Mama finally finished everything off. Smiley dropping 31 points, JJB210 dropping 2, Admiral Ender dropping 26, Ducklet dropping 16, Ninja Weasel dropping 47, Charles dropping a whole 96 points, Rainbow Kappa 11 points, and Scooby Rogers 15.
You know, Ninja Weasel, I've never seen somebody like Charles overcome a hill quite so deep.
You know, it's times like these where I believe some players misunderstand the rules. It's not to keep as many points as possible. It's to drive to 0 as quickly as possible.
What's the deepest hill you've ever seen?
The deepest hill? Isn't that called a valley?
This is what happens when I try to commentate.
Personally, I've made it down to low 200s before.
I mean, this one time we played 500 where you have to, get down to 0, and somebody did it. And then the game ended and we all went to bed.
That's a true story.
They have this gelato stand outside of the Muppet Theater in Hollywood Studios, and I've never had it before, but I've been told it's not the same as ice cream. And it's always in these fancy metal tins, but I don't know why.
Are you sure it's tin? That's a rather expensive metal.
I mean, it's shiny. It might not be tin. It might be silver. I feel like that's more expensive, though.
Yeah, that is. Oftentimes, aluminum.
It could be aluminium. There's so much going on here.
It's true.
I'll slow it down.
About keeping up, but it's often a lot.
Now,
so just look at my hand.
As the
pretend I know what's going on.
Yeah, as somebody who likes to ask strange and weird questions, and I have to draw 4 here, so I'm just delaying the game. Here's my question: do you guys count 2 this way? Is this 2 or is this 2? Is it thumb and finger, or is it 2 fingers?
Well, I think this is a classic programming problem. It's off by 1 error.
Yeah, because I feel like they're pointing. Now that I do think that is the official way to do 4, though. I'm good with that version of 4.
I'm not.
Really? You want to use the thumb for 4?
Thumb out and then 3 phalanges.
Yeah, and you leave the pinky down?
Yeah.
Or do you go like really weird and keep like your first finger down? Middle finger down. It's the Vulcan 4. No, not quite.
Well, I guess it depends if I'm counting in binary or not.
Oh my gosh. The only person I know that's capable of counting in binary past 2 is Tech. So there is that. Gelato uses more milk and less cream and is denser and smoother than ice cream. Okay, okay.
I do like these out of turn plays and people saving me from drawing cards because then I can continue to troubleshoot the Twitch camera problem.
I should Google, because I think you have the same problem as I do. It's just yours is on the camera and mine is on the microphone. So
That is exactly what I am doing.
yeah, Google might be able to figure it out. Oh man, though I don't want to go down this road. I've had too many conversations about AI lately, but I have to admit I have fallen in love with things ChatGPT is capable of. um, I fed it a whole bunch of raw Bluetooth traffic and asked it to decipher it, and it did, which was crazy.
Okay.
It is surprisingly good at analyzing data. Mixed leaf
I'm
rocket.
starting to get familiar with GitHub Copilot.
Yep. Also good tool. Crispy bacon, cherry. What is rocket? Red onion, cheddar. I mean, rocket is something that you use to fly to space. It's not an ingredient.
Maybe it's rocket fuel.
I mean, that doesn't sound healthy. It sounds cancer causing. Spinach is rocket? Are you like trying to fool a kid into eating it?
Wait, Discord has a new UI?
Yeah, wait a second. What are you talking about there, Rainbow? I was there. It looks exactly the same. I don't see
I
anything
know
different.
that Discord is going to be bringing in-app ads soon, which is frustrating.
Rocket is also a cat. Don't remind me. The new gaming overlay. I haven't seen it. Interesting. You restart, there's a new update. Okay. Okay. I would, except for I'm streaming and using it for audio right now. So that's not going to work. I'll restart after and complain about it.
Well, and right now, the instructions I'm finding are, restart OBS. I'm not going to restart OBS while I'm live.
Yeah, except I don't think it's an OBS problem. I think it's, I mean, you could probably stop and start your virtual camera. I don't know why that would be a problem.
Huh. You know what? I wonder if that's my problem.
Did you never start the virtual camera?
I never started it. Okay, so let's fix this. Hey, look at that.
Turning on browser tab. Hey, look at it, it's Ninja. He's right above me. Look at that. It works now. Now, if only I had a start audio button, and then we wouldn't have to use Discord. But it doesn't matter. It's synced enough. Like, if you have my video on there, like, I'm betting the audio is dead on with the video.
Yes, it is.
Which is crazy to think about, that it's coming from two independent things. But it works. And now we've got Weasel Hat. Wait, where's the hat?
No, my hat works. I see it in the background. I see the coffee mug.
Yeah, but where is the hat? It should be on the screen. Hold on. Now I got to fix that problem. I must have accidentally deleted the layer at some point and forgot to bring it back. Paste reference. There we go. Boom. It's in the wrong spot, but we'll get it where it needs to. Wait, now there's two of them.
You know, the more weasel hats, the better. You can never have enough weasel hats.
Well, I guess we can make that work. Is it my turn and I'm not paying attention? No, it's Plant Mama's turn. We'll put that one there. We'll put that one there. There. See, now there's stereo hats. If you have good 3D glasses, you can maybe make them pop off the screen. Draw a card.
I like the sound of that.
Maybe that should be my goal for this year. I haven't set very many goals for things I want to accomplish this year. Maybe I need to do a stream in 3D and have it work with like regular 3D glasses. I think that could be fun.
That's an idea. You know what's also an idea? Throwing a Pokeball at this Emolga that's in chat. It's a B tier electric flying Pokemon, best caught with a fastball, mock ball, or magnet ball. So trainers, throw those Pokeballs and catch that Pokemon.
I'm still waiting to figure out. Here, I'm gonna try doing Poke Catch or Poke Check from my stream and see what happens. Yeah, see, Poke Check doesn't seem like it works.
So if you've already caught the Pokemon, you'll never get a response from Pokecheck.
Oh.
They changed that.
Well, here, let's try this. Poke Shop.
10 months ago.
Great Ball 10. It didn't say that either. So I'm thinking maybe it can't hear me. What's a command that guarantees a response?
No, that would have guaranteed a response.
That's not a good sign then. It's weird that I can hear it, but it can't hear me. I must yell louder.
Well, I see over on the left it says sent from JJW210's channel. So that's probably why.
It's interesting though, because I guess they're different bots, but with Wild West Dan, like his bot was hearing me from my stream.
Oh, interesting.
So it must just be the bot knows to exclude it somehow. Another note, and I don't think we should test this feature. Smiley wins again.
Well done, Smiley. JJW210 drops 12 points. Admiral Ender dropping 25 points. Ducklet dropping 37. Ninja Weasel dropping 11. Charles only dropping 11. Rainbow Kappa dropping 27. Scooby Rogers dropping 15. And Plant Mama dropping a massive 1 point.
Oh, no.
Let's see if I can figure out the leaderboard real quick. Plant Mama appears to be in first place with 499 points. JJB210 in second with 486. Scooby Rogers in third with 470. Rainbow Kappa in fourth with 462. Admiral Ender in fifth with 449. Ducklet in sixth with 447. Ninja Weasel in sixth with 442. I don't know that I got the placement right, but Charles in last with 393.
No, I'm pretty sure you're right. Charles is definitely in last.
Congratulations to Ducklet, Duchess, and Squirrode on catching that Emolga. Better luck next time to everybody else.
Watch Charles come back and win this whole thing.
I know, right? I've got my eye on you, Charles.
You know what my least favorite thing about this game is?
The fact that the board is green and it reminds you of mint?
Close. But my actual least favorite thing is that you can't do an action while another action is in action. So, like, if you want to play a card out of turn and there's a card currently being slid across the board, you can't play it until that card finishes sliding.
Yes. That's burned me a couple times.
I need like a rapid fire left click. That's what I need.
I'm pretty sure that some people are just sitting spamming cards.
It's not a bad way to play.
Able to get in before me.
Yeah. Click, 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 click,
and
click, click.
Some people I mostly mean Kale Fourth Wind.
The problem is when you spam like that, all you get is the game action is impossible right now.
Right.
Until you can't click anymore.
It lets you through.
Oh, here we go.
My hand. I like that hand.
No,
that was an okay hand too.
What is this hand? Okay,
if I can,
good job.
Nobody can. Oh, this is gross. Can I have that hand back?
I appreciate that we stopped with the 17 cards on Admiral Ender.
I mean, Plant Mama's not far behind with 11 cards.
I choose skip.
Pikachu, I choose you.
Have you seen any
Thunderbolt.
of the new Pikachu? Why did I do that? Yeah. Have you seen like season 25 or whatever season it is we're on now?
Nope.
I haven't either. I kind of decided to boycott it after. Oh, wait a second. I did see something today that I thought to myself, Ninja Weasel's going to know all about that and will speak to it and think just that it's amazing things. And Admiral Ender, why did you give that back to me? That was mean. I heard today,
Really?
and I know you hate the color green because it reminds you of mint, but I heard today that they are creating, casting, giving, I don't know what the right word is here. Promoting? No. Designing? Oh my gosh, who stuck me with 131 points? You put me behind Charles.
Ninja Weasel put you there.
Um,
Smiley drops 69 points. JJP210 drops 131, a record for the game. Admiral Under drops 59 points. Ducklet 17. Charles drops a mere 3 points.
no, not
Take some tips from Charles, JJP210.
not Lego Rainbow.
Rainbow Kappa drops 15. Scooby Rogers drops 100. And Plant Mama drops 14 as we enter the fourth and final round of the game.
Okay, I'll spit this out. I just don't know what the right word is. There is a new Green Ranger.
No.
Yes.
Refuse.
Yes. No, there's a new Green Ranger.
Nope.
And I'm very curious what her backstory is.
I don't care who it is.
What if it's
It's not.
What if it's his
not
daughter?
Jason David Frank.
What if it's Jason David Frank's daughter?
It's not him.
I mean, that's
He
okay.
played Tommy Oliver for decades. You can't replace that.
Here, I'm going to the news and seeing what comes up. Power Rangers debuts new Green Ranger honoring Tommy Oliver. See, it's honoring the memory. Let's see. The daughter of the original Power Rangers couple, Tommy and Kimberly. See? Look at that lore. How can you not support that lore? I'm just saying. See, he's trying. He's trying not to support it. But he can't. He has to support it now.
I mean, I don't have to. I can just do what I've done for years now and kind of forget that Power Rangers still exists.
I mean, that's fair too. But I don't know where this is going to show up, and I don't really watch Power Rangers. Like, I haven't since. Actually, to be honest with you, I don't know that I've really watched Power Rangers since Tommy became the Green Ranger. That's about, like, I remember that mini series where he's evil and then he's good. Like, that's burned in my brain. Like, I remember those episodes like crazy. But everything that came after that, I'm not even sure. I don't know that I watched anything after that. And I know I didn't watch any of the other series. Yeah.
I watched through him becoming the White Ranger.
But didn't that happen in a movie?
Yes. And he held the White Ranger position for a while. And then I believe went back to being the Green Ranger.
Interesting.
But there was a ninja series that I watched a lot of, and then I kind of dropped off after that.
So I must have seen the movie.
No, no, give that back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Game-winning hand right there.
I know I saw the movie where he became the White Ranger. I don't remember him going back to being green. Oh no, the winning hand is now an Ender's hand. Charles is going to take it now. No, don't take the winning hand. He took the winning hand. do 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 do.
Oh, Charles made a mistake though.
Wait,
Charles
is
didn't call solo.
that the same as Harry Potter? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's not Harry Potter. Is that Lord of the
No.
Rings?
Yes.
So Green Ranger's whistle sound is the Lord of the Rings sound? Not the whole thing, just the beginning.
I don't know.
Do 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 do. Wasn't that his whistle?
No, I don't believe so.
You just keep making me Google Power Rangers stuff. Power Rangers Green Ranger whistle sound.
Oh, crud. Oh, you're welcome, Ducklet.
Smiley.
I was not thinking.
Plant Mama wins.
Dropping.
What?
In that fourth and final round, Smiley drops 122 points. JJB 10, 47, Admiral Ender 38, Ninja Weasel 60, Charles 37, Rainbow Kappa 60, Scooby Rogers 27, and Plant Mama 54.
Okay, so it is. The notes on Green Ranger's whistle, which you can't hear. That wasn't loud at all. I did it again too. What game should we play now? Sorry, I'm blasting my stream's ears with
GG's except for Ninja. Oh, them's fighting words, Smiley.
Should we? I mean, we have a lot of people. Should we try challenge? Flux was next. Okay, Flux was next. Fair enough. Let's do Flux. I don't know how many people we can get into a game of Flux, but we'll play the Flux and see what happens.
5 or 6.
6.
I can't quite remember.
So say a word. I'm gonna assume Duchess. Either first one's in or tell me the name. Whichever one happens first. If somebody gets in without me inviting them, great. No Flux for Smiley. We've got Ducklet, Admiral Ender, Plant Mama. Say the word and I'll hit the button.
No Flux for Rainbow Kappa.
Do do do. Now that's going to be in my head all night. I'm going to become Green Ranger.
Cassandra says no Flux. Admiral Ender says sure.
Ducklet's sitting this one out.
Sitting out.
I think that's everybody. Except Plant Mama. Plant Mama didn't say anything. Flux for Plant Mama?
No thanks.
Okay. Then I think that's
All right,
everybody.
4 people should go pretty quick.
Somebody name the next game. Do 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 do.
The Gaming with Ninja Weasel fan club usually does a pretty good job of tracking next games.
Go Fish, is that in this? Do they have that on Board Game Arena? Because I'm up for
Yes,
it.
there is. It's a beta version game, but yes, it is.
Let's do it. Can we play like 15 people? Because that would be ridiculous.
I will find out.
15 player Go Fish. Okay. This is the game that has no rules. Or maybe it's the other way around. This is the game that
Too
has
many
all
rules.
the rules. Yeah. I gotta zoom out here. Okay. Right now, new rule. Double agenda. Takes instant. A second goal can now be played. After this, whoever plays new goal must choose which the new... So now we can have 2 goals?
Go Fish can support up to 6 players.
Oh, that's depressing.
But yes, double objective would be two objectives. Either one can win the game.
We get to play all but one. Burn all those cards from our hands.
Gotta go work on your popcorn. What do you mean work on popcorn? Are you trying to perfect your corn popping abilities? Ceiling removal.
I think, Smiley, I think you're confusing that popcorn. I might be wrong, but I think you're confusing ownership of that popcorn. I'm pretty certain but that popcorn belongs to Kale Forthwind. And I'm just pointing that out. You know, take it for what it's worth. Let's see, what's this one? If one player has
Working
more
on your own house this time.
number, really? The number of cards.
I know that you
played.
like working on houses in the neighborhood, Smiley, but you really know how to work on your own house? Joiners, we've
JJDB.
got a Krelia in chat. This C-tier psychic fairy Pokemon is best caught with a fantasy ball or cipher ball. Throw those Pokeballs and catch that Pokemon.
Yo, Ninja. Rock, paper,
What's
scissors.
up?
Lizard, Spock.
Oh, fire.
Wait, did you win that one?
I did.
You did.
Well,
Well played. Man, you're good at this. I lost. More weird rules are being played. Did it just... Oh, it ended my turn when that happened. That's depressing. Why did I play that card? I feel like Ninja Weasel's on the way to winning.
I probably not. Also,
Shoot.
this isn't Starflux, so I don't remember like half these rules.
Choose any card in play anywhere on the table except the basic rules and add it to your hand. Huh.
Congratulations to Ducklet, Ninja Weasel, and Cassandra on catching that Pokemon. Better luck next time to everybody else. Oh, my viewers, for those who have been wanting to keep up on the Jeep saga, the Jeep is back in my possession. So I now have my own wheels again. So packages that are due to people will be shipped out this week.
Did your car get stolen again?
My car has never been stolen. Mrs. Ninja Weasel has had a stolen car. But my my transmission had a leak.
Oh.
So I had to get that sorted out. All in all, with the leak and some other things that were due for maintenance, it was about $1,300. So not a fun bill to have, but
No, not a fun bill at all. But cheaper than a new car.
yeah.
You know, I've been in the market to get a new car sometime soon because my Jeep is pushing 17 years old, and I've been talking about getting an electric car for quite some time. And I've wanted a plug-in hybrid, so both battery and gas or whatever. But with all this stuff happening with Tesla right now, I'm very tempted to go see if I can get a very cheap used Tesla and put it in the garage until all the dust blows over.
Yeah, you don't want that vandalized.
No, I don't. Well, I don't necessarily want to support what's going on either. That's the other part of the whole thing. But if I can get one dirt cheap right now, that's tempting. Because I don't have a problem with the cars per se, but except for that they're only battery, and I don't really want an only battery car in Minnesota. That's troublesome.
Yes. Just gets too cold some days.
Yeah. Just a little too cold to keep that battery nice and warm and running. Oh, and we have a winner already. Admiral Ender
Well done,
sneaks
Admiral
something
Ender.
in there. Good game. Let's go play Go Fish, which is even more random. Nobody look at our streams. Test drive them all before picking Tesla. I will do that. I will actually test drive everything that I want to do. But
I'm actually really tempted to go test drive a Mustang Mach-E.
yeah.
Just because it looks fun.
Go fish. Okay, who
Yeah,
is
for games
in?
of Flux, that was rather quick, Duchess.
Who's in for
GG's all
go
around.
fish?
Me.
Do shockingly quick. Good to know. I would probably, if I, without having test driven anything, if I were to go get one today, it would probably be a RAV4 Prime. Wait, I'm getting the impression nobody wants to play Go Fish now, so maybe we're not doing Go Fish. I don't know. Scooby snuck in, so I guess that's that. Oh, Plant Mom is in. Admiral Ender's in.
That's what Mrs. Ninja Weasel has right now, Duchess. The one thing I will say about Hyundai Tucson's, make sure that you get a model year that has sorted out the theft issue. Because that's what happened for Mrs. Ninja Weasel. The scanners that are used, um, there's a year range, and I forget what it is, of most Hyundai and Kia models where a scanner will open up the car and allow someone to drive off with it.
Anybody else? Last call. We got one more spot for Go Fish.
A new one won't give you that physical key, but that's what she had. And they jammed the ignition in order to get it to run. But the scanner was just used to open the door, just like a regular fob does. Yeah, they do. You need to just make sure that I think it's starting with either 2021 or 2022. That model year and newer will have the security patch in place.
Now, Ninja Weasel, can you explain the rules of Go Fish for me? It's been a long time.
You take a fishing rod, you go out to a lake, and you cast your line. You wait for a bite, and then you reel it in.
This is gonna be a really slow game. And I feel like the other car that I have some interest in, although I'm kind of done with small cars in Minnesota ever. I wouldn't mind at least taking a peek at the upcoming. I think there's an electric Charger coming down the line. I wouldn't mind seeing what they do with
Yeah,
that.
and that's part of the reason why I want to look at a Mustang Mach E. Just because I think it has potential to be fun.
Yeah, and I've said this a few times. I think when I've talked about cars on stream, when I owned my Plum Crazy Charger way back in the day, that car held its value, and I've never had a car hold its value, which I would want that. Like if I'm gonna go buy a fun car, I just want to buy one that if I hold on to it for 5 or 6 years, it's gonna be worth exactly the same as when I bought it, which is insane for any car because most of them, you drive them off the lot and they're $20,000 less. But
So the problem with a Faraday box, Blake, is it doesn't solve the scanner
that's
problem.
that's true,
Yes,
Blake.
it does solve the cloning problem. So you never want to if you keep your keys like near your door on a hanger or in a cup, you want to make sure that that is sufficiently far into your home where it can't be picked up, or in a Faraday cage, like Blake's example. But um, if you have a preset uh, or preloaded device with a variety of codes that can be emitted, you don't necessarily need the specific code from the fob. No car holds a value, Blake. Not just EVs.
So driving off the lot, yes, but again, if you get the right car, like we bought that Charger that I was talking about was a 2008 Plum Crazy Charger. We bought it for 25,000 ish dollars in 2010, so it was 2 years old when we bought it. It was probably like a 40 grand car or new, so it did lose that initial value. But we sold it for $25,000 7 years later, give or take, with only about
Okay.
5,000 more miles because we didn't drive it like crazy, which helps. That's
That's
part
pretty
of it.
good.
If you drive it every day, it's going to have a hard time holding value. That I entirely agree with. But if you find the right sports car, they will definitely hold value better than most. I don't know if that's going to be true with the EVs, and I'm with Blake. EVs tend to drop value like crazy from what I've been seeing, which is fun because the used market is now starting to look good for EVs, um, which I enjoy.
Oh, that is weird. Sorry, I'm just noticing my camera. So in our preview, JW210, uh, my camera is flipped the correct way, but on stream, when I bring it in through the browser source, I'm mirrored.
It's mirrored for you, but is it right on my stream? Like, is your microphone supposed to be on the left?
Um, no, my microphone should be on the right. So in the Twitch preview, it's correct.
Hmm.
That's weird.
How do I?
Oh well.
Is it just pairs? How do you? I thought it was pairs. Do you have to get all four of them?
Yes.
Hmm.
Collect sets of 4 matching cards.
Well, that's a bit trickier. Um.
Cassandra,
Think.
thank you so much for that reminder. Gotta gonna take a quick Poke Daily break for my stream. If you haven't already clicked on that link, make sure that you do so. That way you too can do your Poke Daily.
Game seems a little bit more like a game when there are this many people playing. I recall it not being a very good game when only 2 people are playing.
You know, I would tend to agree with that.
I always thought it was pairs, but maybe that was because I was playing with little people.
Yeah, little people can't count very high. 4, I think, would be a little bit much.
I'm also not a huge fan. Like, in regular Go Fish, do you allow players to call for things they don't have?
No, but I don't think that this is allowing players to
That's what I'm
call for
saying.
things they don't have.
That's what I'm saying. That changes the game in my mind because I can't bluff. I can't be like, do you have any tens? And not have a 10 in my hand. Like, throw people
So
off
is
the scent.
Ducklet our first one? Ducklet might be our first.
First, what?
Person to do the Poke Daily.
Oh. Do.
Ducklet got a $64 Pokedollar reward as well as 2 Pokeballs. Cassandra got 11 Pokedollars and 2 Pokeballs. I got 51 Pokedollars and 2 Premier Balls. The folks who play the Pokemon community game, make sure that you do your Poke Daily every day. That way you can stock up on those specialty balls to help you catch all of the Pokemon.
Hmm. I don't think I'm going to win. Queens and the tens are gone.
Looks like Plant Mama and Ducklet are our current leaders. I also have not been paying attention to what people have been asking for and where cards have been going.
On the upside, there's a log for that. Also, what is our next game going to be? Any thoughts, everybody?
We should do that Challengers game.
Challengers? Challengers sounds good to me.
Make people play.
Yeah. See if we can get 8 people for challengers.
Trainers, we've got a Palpitoad in chat. This is a B tier water ground Pokemon. Geoballs and Netballs, both particularly effective against it. Throw those Pokeballs and catch that Pokemon. Ooh, Plant Mama back into the lead now, scoring 2 sets.
The 2s are gone.
And Plant Mama ends the game by emptying their hand and scoring 1 more set.
Oh, I didn't know that that's how the game ended. Yes, very good game.
It was right there. It's right there at the top. End condition, empty hand or deck.
Well played. Well played. Okay, challengers it is. Where is the challengers? If you are a challenger, let us know. Ninja Weasel, invited.
I'm a challenger.
Set this to 8 in case we can get 8. We can do Farkle after
Farkle
challengers. Yep. What is challengers? It is a deck building game done by drafting cards. You can basically randomly pick cards, so it doesn't have to be complex. You should all play. It's not super complex. It does take a little while, but anybody can win.
I've seen people come from behind in this game and win.
Admiral Ender.
Also, y'all should try new games. It's
I
good
agree.
for you.
Ducklet, you
Good
in?
for the soul.
Duchess, you in? Plant Mama, you in? Ninja Weasel, you're already here. Smiley, you're still trying to remember how to play this game. You don't need to do popcorn. Charles.
I was going to say, Smiley is scraping popcorn ceilings.
Shh. Charles and Rainbow, you love this game. Still recovery. Feel better, Plant Mama. I'm going to invite Ducklet. Got to fix the ice machine. Oh. We might not have it. Well, 4 is enough to play, but
Four is not enough to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, like you really want 6 if we can get there. We
can probably twist Duchess's arm, but we would still need 1 more. Is Charles around?
I'm going to twist Duchess's arm. Charles.
A Rainbow Kappa, are you around?
Okay, we'll cancel the game for now. And we'll move to, what was the one I said we'd do next? Farkle?
Farkle, indeed.
Farkle. A dice game where Cassandra just beats up on me. Oh, that's okay, though. Who's in for Farkle? Let's try that. This one plays up to 12.
Me.
Oh, yeah. Let's invite Ninja.
So I think that should go without saying.
Are we all bored of board games already? That can't happen. I'll go heads up against Ninja if that happens. In something. How many are needed? So I think you can technically play with 4. But so with with challengers, because there's a lot of random chance and because everybody's doing completely different things, it plays better the more you have because it gets more and more, for lack of a better way of saying it, hilarious. Like Fromage and Catan. You want more complex games, Duchess? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh, I should probably invite Scooby since you called it out. But you're still fixing the ice machine. This is okay. We'll come back to Farkle then. Nope. Never mind. She's here. Okay. Last calls for Farkle. Duchess. Admiral, do you want Farkle? This is dice rolling. It's like Yahtzee, but it involves getting the right dice. No thanks. And Plant Mama already bowed out for the night, so I think that's everybody for now. Quick 4-player game of Farkle. Let's do this. So what's next? Since we keep...
Our viewers are losing steam.
Yeah, tell me about it. We're now talking 4-player games, so we could look at Bunny Kingdom, we could look at Ticket to Ride, we could possibly look at Catan, but that's kind of a pain on BGA in my experience.
And takes a long time.
Yep. Okay, Ducklet said yes to Bunny Kingdom. Go to game. That's important. Oh, I was like, is that my dice roll? No, it's Ducklet's. This is also a push your luck game. Just remember that. So you don't, like, when you score 1,000 points, that's not necessarily a good hand to keep rolling. Just saying. Do you play any larger games, Ninja? Like, do you play, like Great Western
Solo's
Trail?
Kind of the biggest we play on stream.
Well, in terms of people, yes. But, like, in terms of complexity, do you, not necessarily on stream, do you play, like, Great Western Trail, or...
I mean, I've been known to dabble in Twilight Imperium from time to time.
Okay. You can Catan on Discord. I mean, there's Catan on BGA. It's just, Catan's a trading game, and trading games take more time than they should. Particularly in my experience on BGA. I have not enjoyed Catan on BGA, personally. You gonna risk it? Banking for 500.
I'm taking it safe.
I find it interesting that Scooby banked 100 and didn't, like, go crazy. There's a clip.
It may have just been a quick roll to take their turn and continue cleaning the ice machine.
Maybe. There's a clip somewhere in my channel of Scooby, I think, going 4, maybe 5 turns. Like, not turns, but rolls, where she just scores all 6 dice and it rolls again, and scores all 6 dice and rolls again, and scores all 6 dice. It was brutal.
Yeah, I remember that. I believe when she told me about it, she said that you were broken.
I was. I really didn't want to ever play this game again. Because it was mean. And Ninja, I will add this little caveat. As much as I want to play Bunny Kingdom, I think I'm going to have to bow out after this game. You can keep going if you want. But I'm getting a text message here saying I need to go help some kids with their homework.
Not a problem.
Those silly kids.
We'll keep the party going.
They, I don't know if other families do it this way, but I am known as the homework parent. I don't know why. But whenever the kids need...
the school that you went to.
Maybe that's what it has to do with.
You've already done all their homework.
There is some truth to that. I kept waiting, and it's sad because it's one of those things that I remember more than like anything out of my math classes. Do you remember doing talent show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they don't do talent show anymore. At
least
not to my knowledge. and I wish they did, because
I
that
jumped out of a garbage can at talent show.
no, not that. I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
Oh
They,
no, sorry, that was the Dork Olympics. Never mind.
yeah, no, they still have that. They still have it's renamed, but the Dorgathlon, and they
Right,
still
because they got cease and desist, didn't they?
yep, yep. And they still do a talent show typically every year at the end of the year. There's that, but specifically, do you know what I'm talking about when I say talent show in math class?
Oh no.
No, interesting. I wonder. No, they were. I'm pretty sure they were still doing it well past when, but maybe you might have missed it inadvertently because it was a warehouse. It started off as a warehouse thing, and then
Yep, which I was not a part of.
which you weren't a part of, but they did it years after that. But I'm not sure when it became part of the curriculum as a regular thing. But basically, it was just a calculator program where they had you guessing like certain values for something to try to figure out what the formula was without knowing what the formula was.
Oh, that
Um,
sounds fun.
it was, and it was an interesting way of approaching like looking at a table to find a formula kind of concept.
Yeah.
Um, but I missed that one. I should have stopped. Um, but the one on Discord allows for voice communication, which speeds up trades. That's fair, Admiral. That's fair.
I mean, so does being in a voice call when you are playing it live.
Yep. In fact, one of the times, if we really wanted to make this crazy, we could bring more people into these calls, and then people could all we could have like a legitimate, almost Dungeons and Dragons style stream. But and you don't even have to be streaming technically. Like we can invite anybody with a webcam essentially to these calls, which is kind of cool. Actually, it's extremely cool in my mind.
It opens up a lot of possibilities.
It does. Now that I say that, Dungeons and Dragons actually sounds kind of fun with something like this.
I don't know if you still follow Oren or not, but he has done a couple of D&D campaigns.
He has. In fact, I
His
think,
setup is really nice.
but they only stream in one spot, right? Or am I?
No, they are in their respective places.
No, no. But I mean,
Um,
like only one of them is streaming. Like it's not
Oh,
like
that I don't remember. I only ever watch it on Oren's stream.
that makes. I mean, that makes sense. I wonder if you got like 6 streamers and they were all streaming, and you combine. That could be interesting.
That sounds exciting, Admiral Ender.
For a company for D&D. Playtest some NPCs. Interesting. Do you it's called Weird Little Guys. Huh. I'll have to look it up. I don't normally think about NPCs in D&D cuz that's just the DM normally, right? Like I'm not crazy.
Usually. I'm trying to keep up with Ducklet, but
Pulling
Ducklet's
away.
gone.
I'm going to have to No.
Hey, Ducklet, could you slow down, please? Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yeah, I was getting a little desperate there. I'm starting to push and it's not working. Here, I'll open another tab and bring it to another window. Weird Little Guys D&D. Interesting.
Do I lose everything or do I just barely pull ahead of Ducklet?
I think you
We're just
just
gonna hold on to it.
Yeah, I think you got to take the lead. You're now 700 points away from winning. Do do do.
Ooh, Ducklet, can you take your lead back?
Nice.
Yes, you do.
And gets a reroll out of it. And then that's a solid roll too. Is that enough to put Ducklet over?
$350 plus that's $850. No, not quite.
Yeah, 250 away though.
But they're close.
We're gonna do that, and we'll do that.
Pokemon trainers, there's a Weepin' Bell in my chat. Throw those Sun Balls and Cypher Balls at this Grass Poison Pokemon.
I really wonder why I play this game sometimes. It treats me so horribly.
For the same reason I play Yahtzee.
Yeah. We're gluttons.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not about winning. It's about playing the game.
It's about being with good company.
Agreed.
But it'd be better if that good company would just let you win.
What?
All right. I'm gonna be a little bit greedy here.
Don't do that. Don't let Ducklet win. Really? And then you score trip threes? I tell you. Good luck, Ducklet. You probably won't need it. You
almost have to go for it at this point.
I mean, yeah, it's last turn. No choice. You gotta push your luck.
Can't stop, Ducklet. Can't stop, won't stop.
It all comes down to this dice roll. Oh, boom.
So close, Ducklet. So close.
Boom. Boom. I think I only want to roll one.
Ninja and Duchess on catching that Pokemon. Better luck next time to everybody else.
3 of a kind.
If you got some rerolls, Ducklet, yes, you actually could have. I've seen it happen.
Yes. It absolutely, the crazy can happen. This game gets crazy sometimes. More than you might know. Well, Ninja, congratulations on the victory here, because I'm going to jinx Scooby Rogers and make sure that she can't win, because that's the way it's meant to be. And wrap it up here. I've never rated from one of these, so I'm very curious what's going to happen when I do this.
Cool. Let's find out.
Yeah, it'll be very. Seems like it's going to work. So thank you for doing this. If this felt good to you, and we can talk about this off stream, we don't have to talk about it now. I would love to do it again sometime, because I enjoy this. We have more people to play with. We have more everything. I think it's an all around good time. So with that though, I'm out to go do some homework. So stay healthy.
Bye. Have fun.
Yep. Stay safe. Until next trip. See ya.
See ya.